Dzień dobry moi drodzy, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Zagrajmy w Jade Empire. Ja jestem Ilius Vandal, jak zwykle będę waszym gospodarzem. W dzisiejszym odcinku przymierzamy świat umarłych. Umarliśmy, zabił nasz własny mistrz Lee, właściwie San Lee, brat cesarza Sanhaja. No i teraz tak, niby nas zabił, ale tak naprawdę nie, bo jesteśmy w zaświatach, ale głos z oddali woła nas do siebie. Głos wodnej smoczycy. No to chodźmy tam do niej, nie? A, oczywiście trzeba będzie autosave'a niczyć. Autosave, tak. O, Leaping Tiger, tak? Ojo! Gin, frajerzyno!
Your master betrayed you, as he once betrayed his brother. A revenge years in the planning.
Oho! To jeszcze duchy się silne zrobiły tak ostatnio, kurde, tak patrzę. Lot duch. Po prostu mają tą samą grafikę, ale inne statystyki. No dobra, zagubiona dusza. Tak by the way by wyglądała walka innym stylem niż tygrysi. Tygryś jest zdecydowanie szybszy i...
He trained you to fight a tyrant, but with a flaw. He wanted you vulnerable in your moment of triumph.
Aha, i tu mamy przyczynę naszego upadku. Nasze szkolenie miało wadę, która miała właśnie w momencie triumfu okazać naszą słabość. Wadę, która została dobrze zamaskowana, bo wyglądała jak coś, co robimy celowo. Ała!
The dragon amulet is in his hands, reassembled. He will consume my power, but all is not lost. Seek my light.
Aha. No czyli tutaj nie musimy iść. O Boże. Tysiąc za tego. Tysiąc za takiego jednego frajera. Wysądźmy to.
This is your...
Your master claims the throne and my power. He will rule as a god unless he is stopped.
Jeszcze. Się pomalutku, pomalutku, pomalutku. A, tak.
You have done well, mortal, but your journey is far from over. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to stop your Master Lee.
Co tu się dzieje?
Your master, Sun Li, the glorious strategist, betrayed you. He killed you to claim the power of the Emperor, my power, as his own. You are dead. I am the Water Dragon, immortal guardian of the path to the underworld. I shepherd the dead, leading them to my holy temple in Dirge, the gateway to the afterlife. But 20 years ago, the Emperor and his brothers attacked Dirge. They burned my temple, slew my servants, and defiled my body so the Emperor could claim my power. When Emperor Sun Hai fell, I reclaimed some of my power, enough to call your spirit here. But now I am fading once more. Sun Li consumes my energy.
Co mam teraz zrobić?
Your former master has long desired power, to impose his will on the Empire. His plan took years to form, but the prize was too grand to let go to waste on his brother's madness. He consumes my essence to become a god, but he does not yet fully control his power. That is why I could bring you here, and why we can speak now. My strength wanes. We must act quickly. For you to fulfill your destiny, I must send you to Dirge now, while Sun Li struggles to control his newfound power.
Jeśli to wszystko zaplanował, jego kłamstwa trwają od lat.
The glorious strategist knows patience. Li has planned this for 20 years. When Dirge fell, he rescued you only because he believed you were a tool he could use. You will learn this and more, but we must move quickly. When he discovers what I have done, he will try to seal this realm and prevent me from sending you to Dirge.
Wysyłaś mnie do Lamentu? Dlaczego mnie?
My temple at Dirge is defiled. I do not have the power to restore you to life. But I can send your spirit to Dirge, so you may cleanse the taint corrupting my holy sanctum. Hurry! If you restore the fountains of Dirge, I can restore you to life. If you do not, Master Li will become unstoppable. Seek out Abbot Song. He will help you. Restore the fountains of Dirge. Restore my power, and I will speak to you again.
No, jesteśmy w Lamencie, moi drodzy. No, jesteśmy w Lamencie. Tą drogą przyszliśmy, więc udajemy się w górę. O, szlak. Konio, demony i skriweni. Ała! 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 O ty... wredna mendo. No tak, on jest niewrażliwy, zapomniałem. Na szczęście otrzymujemy za nich dużo doświadczenia, więc możemy szybko awansować. Wow. Spoko, gościu.
This cannot be. Is it really possible? I sense the mark of the water dragon upon you. You have returned.
Jesteś Opat Song?
I am the spirit of Abbot Song, slain many years ago by the glorious strategist. Before my death, I was the head of the spirit monk order. Your order.
Więc stoisz na czele mnichów dusz.
I was. But I only led them to defeat and destruction. I failed in my duty to protect the water dragon, a duty I would one day have passed to you. You are a spirit monk, born here in Dirge and cleansed in the sacred fountains. You were an infant the day the Emperor and Sun Li attacked our monastery. I tried to save you from the slaughter, only to lose you to Li when he ripped you from the arms of your dying guardian.
Li twierdził, że to on mnie ocalił.
I can only imagine what lies and distortions he told you about Dirge, your heritage, and his own role in events here. But now, you deserve to hear the truth. 30 years ago, the long drought struck the land. For a decade, crops withered and died. Starving people across the empire demanded that something be done. Despite his position, Emperor Sun Hai could not alter the natural order. He demanded that his brother, the glorious strategist, concoct a plan to rectify this insult. Through Sun Li's cunning, the armies of the Emperor laid siege to the gates of Dirge. They came to seize the Water Dragon's power and her life-giving waters.
Co się stało, kiedy napadli na Lament?
The soldiers of the Imperial Army swarmed over us, too many to count. My spirit monks fought bravely, but I knew the battle was lost. We were beaten. All around me, my fellow spirit monks were dying. I tried to hold the attackers at bay. Prince Qin attacked me, and then Master Li cut me down from behind. The Emperor ascended unopposed, but already Sun Li and Prince Qin plotted against him. The glorious strategist was not content to watch his brother come to power. Emperor Sun Hai, ruler of the Jade Empire, stepped beyond his station and slew the Water Dragon, claiming her power for his own. His brothers tried to strike him down, but they could not know he would be so strong. Infused with the Water Dragon's power, he was now unbelievably powerful. Sun Li escaped with his life, but he left his brother, Prince Qin, to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance. a spirit monk child still lived. He killed your guardian. Claiming his identity, no longer a servant of the Emperor, Li abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought you knew. If you and the amulet were the key to defeating his brother, he might still claim that power. Li disappeared with you and the amulet, escaping the Emperor's retribution. With his newfound power, the Emperor, as a taunt to his traitorous brother, bound kin spirit to the armor Li had left behind. And Death's hand was born.
You were the last of the spirit monks. Sun Li saw our attempt to save you as confirmation of your importance. He believed you were meant to restore what he helped steal.
He trained you to be an instrument of vengeance, an agent to succeed where he and Prince Kin had failed. But with your death, the Emperor is now invincible.
Pokonałem cesarza i wtedy Li mnie zdradził.
Then the glorious strategist has won. You were the last of the spirit monks. But now you are just a ghost like the rest of us. No one is left to oppose Sun Li.
Woda zmoczyca mówiła, że możesz mi pomóc.
You spoke with the water dragon? Of course. Only she could guide your spirit to Dirge, while all others must wander the mortal world. I worried that our last hope had died with you, but now I see you have come to restore the fountains of Dirge. The first step in restoring the water dragon herself. As leader of the spirit monks in life, I am bound by honor and duty to aid you in this task. I swear I will not abandon you until the fountains of Dirge are restored.
Jestem zaszczycony, że chcesz mi pomagać.
I can guide you here in Dirge, this lost home of yours. I know the monastery well, and will do everything in my power to help you restore the fountains.
Teraz możemy go zadać, powypytywać parę rzeczy, ponieważ mamy koniec odcinka, ja tam zrobię.
I know the monastery well. If there are questions you wish to ask in your quest to restore the fountains, I will do my best to answer them.
Chcę się dowiedzieć więcej o moim amulecie.
The amulet is an artifact of great power, though few truly understand its nature. What do you wish to know?
Widziałem, jak Li go zabierał. Jak mam go nadal używać?
The amulet is a powerful tool, but it is only a tool. When you were first learning to unleash the power within you, the amulet helped you to focus your mind and energy. But you are a spirit monk. The power of the water dragon was always in you, not in the amulet. Now you are strong enough to draw on that power without the amulet.
Skoro moc jest we mnie, to czemu? Do czego służy ten amulet?
It is a tool and a focus. It allows you to understand the power you can wield, and to use the essence gems that so many discount as trinkets. We alone can draw on more than one gem at a time. You can do this, even without the physical amulet, now that you know your true nature.
Skoro amulet tylko pomaga się skoncentrować, czemu Li mi go zabrał?
You no longer need the amulet, but Li has a use for it.
Lee's brother, Sunhai, consumed the water dragon's power, but without the amulet, it was a long and slow process. Even after 20 years, he was not strong enough to defeat you. Had the Lotus Assassins brought him enough pieces of the amulet, he would have been far more powerful. But Sun Li has the amulet, making him far more dangerous. With it, he can draw on the water dragon's power much faster. Unless you stop him soon, he will become invincible.
Czemu kawałki amuletu były porzucane po całym cesarstwie?
I did not want the amulet to fall into the hands of our enemy. When I realized the battle was lost, I shattered it into several pieces. I gave the pieces to my apprentices and told them to flee to the farthest reaches of the Empire. The core of the amulet was given to the young monk who fled with you. I knew the core alone would be enough for you to start discovering your true power. But anyone else would need to find all the pieces to use the amulet.
Czemu jest taki potężny?
The amulet is a powerful tool, but it is only a tool. When you were first learning to unleash the power within you, the amulet helped you to focus your mind and energy. But you are a spirit monk. The power of the water dragon was always in you, not in the amulet. Now you are strong enough to draw on that power without the amulet.
Chcę cię jeszcze coś spytać.
I will do my best to answer whatever questions you might have.
Ciekawi mnie historia mnichów duszy i lamentu.
I would be honored to help you learn more about our order and your legacy.
Mówiłeś, że pochodzę z lamentu?
Many of our order were brought to us as children. Orphans we raised to serve our great mistress. But a few children are born here at the monastery. Both your mother and father were spirit monks. You were born right here in Dirge and bathed in the sacred fountains, mere days before we were destroyed. Both your mother and father died in the attack, along with the rest of us who served the water dragon.
Jacy byli moi rodzice?
They were good people. Their love for each other was matched only by their devotion to the water dragon herself. Had they survived, you would have been raised here in Dirge. They would have instructed you from birth in the duties of a spirit monk. It is a tragedy you never knew them.
Czym dokładnie zajmowali się mnisi dusz?
We served the water dragon as her guardians and protectors. We saw to the needs of her physical form, maintained Dirge, and honored her with worship and prayer.
To wszystko?
We also served as shepherds for the dead. Most spirits came to Dirge in time, but sometimes a spirit was unable or unwilling to leave the mortal world behind. We would seek out these lost spirits. Those with unfinished business or those who had suffered traumatic deaths would need our help to reach Dirge. But now that the water dragon is gone, none of the spirits can find their way to Dirge. And those already here are trapped. The portal to the afterlife is sealed.
Powiedz mi więcej o lamencie.
Dirge is a place between. It exists in both the mortal world and the spirit realm. And it leads to the underworld itself. It is a bridge
between life and death. Once it was a holy place, but now it is defiled. Dirge has become a place of great evil and corruption, a corruption that has been growing for the past 20 years.
Chcę cię jeszcze coś spytać.
I will do my best to answer whatever questions you might have.
Masz dla mnie jakieś rady?
Only that you should do as the water dragon asked, and try to restore the fountains of Dirge.
Jak mam oczyścić fontanny?
The fountains were tainted with human blood, which shattered their seals. The blood that stained them is gone. Replacing the seals should restore them.
To powinniśmy ruszać.
You are probably right. We must restore the water dragon's power before Sun Li gains full command of her powers.
I tak, tu moi drodzy zakończymy. Skasujemy sobie tylko tego autosave'a. Zapisz sobie zrobimy. Ja tu jeszcze muszę zrobić jedną rzecz, moi drodzy, cholera, bo zapomniałem. Kompletnie o tym zapomniałem. LP. $52. Zapis 55. Godzin. 1 minuta. XXI poziom. Okej, i LP 52, 53. Zapis 56. Godzin 30 minut. Dobra, 21. Dobra, wybaczcie jeszcze raz, ale musiałem to zrobić, bo inaczej bym się w rachunkach pomyliła, to nie byłoby dobre. Dobrze. Tak czy siak, moi drodzy, w następnym odcinku zaczynamy dalszą eksplorację Lamentu. Na razie, cześć.